All right, so we got some news coming here out of the NFL world. Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians is retiring from coaching and will be moving to the Buccaneers front office, according to Adam Schefter's ESPN Adam Schefter's and the LA Times. So Bucs defensive coordinator Todd Bowles was picked, to replace him. Staff being told the news at this hour. Peter King, Bruce Arians, who's like in his 60s or something. This is like the second time he's retiring. But wow, what a not shocking news, but interesting news. So there's been, there's been some rumors and some stories out there that Bruce Arians and Tom Brady didn't have the greatest coach-player relationship. Bruce Arians was definitely very outspoken after Tom Brady had several bad games the past couple of years. Tom Brady was just like, hey, listen, he's the coach, I'm the player, even though I got 6 Super Bowl rings or 7 Super Bowl rings now. He got none. He didn't get one until I finally got there, but that's a subject for a different day. And it's just like, this is definitely very interesting. And it goes to a question I want to ask you guys is, I guess, was this Tom Brady's doing? Tom Brady's like, listen, I will come back, but Bruce can't be the coach anymore. There's been reports about, Brady having, a quarterback's coach meeting, and then Bruce would be coming in and just messing the whole thing up. It was a lot of stuff going on in Tampa Bay, but I want to pick another side here, and I go back to the whole Bruce Arians retiring. How about time that we have another black head coach in the NFL again? I want to give a clap to that because, listen, Todd Bowles, he got the wrong end of the stick when he was the coach of the Jets a couple years ago. Okay, he had no type of talent whatsoever, and damn it, that team won 10 games and made it. I think they barely made it to the playoffs. I think they missed the playoffs, but they won 10 games with pretty much no talent, and then he got fired the next year. So I'm so happy a defensive-minded coach like Todd Bowles is actually getting a legitimate shot at coaching again, and not only at coaching, he has the GOAT, the quarterbacks of quarterbacks on his team. Even though he's a little bit older in age, you still got the GOAT, okay? Chris Godwin, hopefully he comes back sometime around this season. He's rehabbing from a torn ACL. You got Mike Evans. You got a solid defense. Obviously, you're going to take a little bit of a hit, missing some parts, but you got a solid defense. You have a good chance of making a deep playoff run again. And anything is possible with Tom Brady. So it's good to see a defensive-minded coach like Todd Bowles get another shot. And defense was really the calling card for the Tampa Bay when they won the Super Bowl the other year, which was 2020. So yeah, defense, because it's 2022 now, so I can't say last year, but it was the previous year. But defense was their calling card. And so, was it 2020? I'm having a brain freeze here because it's 2022. Last year was Tampa Bay, so it was 2021 technically because of the pandemic. Everything got screwed up. But defense was their calling card last year because you saw what they did with the Kansas City Chiefs. They pretty much shut down Patrick Mahomes in every way, shape, or form. They shut down the Kansas City Chiefs offense. I've never seen Mahomes get manhandled like that in an NFL game in his entire life. The Bucs front four and their front seven was all over him like white on rice. And so to have Todd Bowles, who was the mastermind of calling those defensive schemes, at the helm, they are going to be a really solid defensive team. Now it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to add some pieces in offense. Again, Godwin supposed to come back sometime, in the season, rehabbing from a torn ACL. You lose AB. You don't know what's going on with the running back situation, Leonard Fournette. So it's some questions there in Tampa Bay. But the main thing is you have number 12 at the realm. Who knows how long he's going to play for? Could he just come back for another year because he missed the game and then go back into retirement? We'll see what happens with that. But interesting to note that I think that this was a Tom Brady move, went to the front office because he's like, listen, I don't like playing for this guy, okay? He could make the personnel decisions up in the front office, but I don't want to have to deal with him screaming on the sidelines at every practices and every game. So get him up out of here. Bring in Todd Bowles, and let's continue to move forward with the season. But let me know what you guys think about this move, man. I think that this is finally a great move. Now, I'm trying to see what will be Bruce Arians' new title. Is it going to be GM? Is it going to be player personnel? Is it going to be player development? Like, what is going on here? I'm trying to find this out on ESPN. See Jeff Tarleton. Uh, Nothing really posted yet. Adam Schefter didn't really post no details about that, but hey. Mm. All right, I see nothing else about that, but maybe he'll just be like a player consultant. But now let me know what you guys think about this move. Todd Bowles, the new official head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. World TV, signing off.